Okay. Okay. Morning. That music's a little bit loud, at least in my ears. Just a little bit loud. Actually, it's as quiet as it can get. Huh. Interesting. I can't... Yeah, no. Okay. I've actually managed to fix it though today. It should be coming through on the stream. In fact, I know it's coming through on the stream because I played the stream back and I heard it. So it's actually exactly how I want it to be today. It's just a little bit loud in my headphones, but oh well. So now all I need to do today is remember to actually keep, well, hopefully it just keeps playing. So far it is. Pre-NFP Friday. Friday? Thursday? No, not even Thursday. Wednesday. Pre-NFP Wednesday because the NFP is on Thursday. What a weird week. But also cleaned my charts up a lot as regards to what's showing on each chart. So like all my new week opening gaps, new day opening gaps, old first presented fair value gaps, they're all on my secondary monitor just because I just don't see the need to refer to them, or not refer to them, but have them on the chart constantly because it just gets too much. Like I had to deal with it when I was traveling, but now that I'm not traveling I don't need to, so I'll have them on two separate charts. I will have today's first presented done here though when that forms in 8 or so minutes when we open. This is quite 2022 model like esque, especially that 3-minute. I was watching this before I started the stream. Got those two fair value gaps down here. This one and this one. Is there a volume imbalance there? No. So yeah, I mean that's pretty 2020. I honestly would be so tempted to. I have been tempted to take that on my XFAs. I just don't want to because it's NFP like the day before NFP. I need to stop going to. I keep going to say NFP Thursday, but it's NFP Wednesday. But yeah, I keep going to say that and then stopping myself. So I mean, yeah, that is literally everything. Previous day low sweep, displacement, fair value gap. The only there's two things I don't like about this setup, and one is that it is NFP the day before NFP, and it's also right before the 9:30 opening. I really dislike entering trades right before the 9:30 opening, because even if you are right, the volatility can spike and knock you out of the trade. Like, and there's no real way to know how volatile the 9:30 opening is going to be. Sometimes it's not very volatile at all. It just kind of stagnates, but then sometimes it's really explosive. And yeah, I just don't really like why would I stand in front of that when I don't have to? For any reason other than greed, realistically. Morning, Journey. Morning, sir. Nice to see you. But I might try a first presented trade on the Bullnox account if it's giving me a good setup. We'll see. Not sure I like that song. Let me favorite all those ones I played because they were nice. I like them ones. Don't really like that one. That's my last kind of like stream quality job today, is making sure I'm favoriting the songs I actually like. I like this one. 3.5 minutes until open. I traded PM. Well, I didn't trade it. No, I did trade it. I entered and basically got out straight away because I realized that I didn't like the trade, and it was a good decision to get out of it because it was in fact the wrong direction. But yeah, that PM, where is it? Here. That PM was a whole lot of nothing until like the last hour. And the last hour there wasn't really much to enter off of there. It's literally just drop down, come back up, and just kind of do this little range before closing. Really nice reaction off that during Asia. Equal highs from London, I already have them marked out. Equal highs, that's actually London's high, but these are all equal highs. Potential upside target today. We also have these equal highs up here. I'm not sure about London's buy side all the way up there. Could do, but this is the realistic target for me. I want to target something to the upside, but I at least want to see an upside sweep before further downside. I mean, we've swept previous day's low, so we have every reason to go higher. Yeah, that's what I'd target if I was to get along today. Do 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 do. So right now, what I'm thinking is we've built up some nice little short-term sell side. I'm just looking for stuff for it to sweep going into the open. Like, it's already swept previous day's low down here, so I don't know if any of this is going to be re-tapped into. Could be, but unsure. But this is nice, a nice little minor sell side pull. Don't like that song. Oh, that song. That'll have to do. I lied, I couldn't deal with it. I'm gonna let this one cook. Ugh. Have you taken any trades, Journey? Any pre-market shorts? This is a small opening range gap as well. That typically is a sign of AM chop. If we're going to open less than 20 points from the opening from where we closed. Where we closed is the solid white line, by the way. It's just teetering on the edge of like the 20 point yeah, just over 20 points. But it's, yeah, not ideal at all. Do I even bother marking out midpoint of the gap? I mean, I will just for the sake of it, but not much point. It's already hit it. Daily Bissy low. On the 15, we have this imbalance here, which is actually right on that minus sell side. I'm not gonna mark that out. What did I just do? Oh, thought I moved something. Okay, so tap the daily BISI low. Wait a minute, is that the low? Oh, I know what's going on. Let me change and let me make you green and make you black, because that makes more sense. And let me make you all black as well. Oh god, not this song. This song can get skipped. That can also get skipped. That sounds like a High School Musical track. Okay, wait there. I just realised I have something on that I don't want on. What was I doing? Making you all black. And it's one other thing I needed to change. What was it? Making you green. I don't like this song either. I promise this playlist will be good eventually. Expansion. Yeah, not sure on that one either. Yeah, that was a 3-minute 2022. Not mad for not taking it. I would have looked something like this. So not even a 1 to 2 to get those equal highs. London highs, you're looking at like a 1 to 3.5 almost, just under. What's up, Geordie? What's up, Geordie? How are we doing? How are you doing? That's the question we should all be asking. I'm not doing bad. That's a really small first presented. Really small. So small, I'm tempted not to even use it. I mean, it's inversed it. He says after saying it's not used it. Chilling like a villain. Waiting for some sort of discount, maybe manipulation. Lower once more. London highs in my sights today. Yeah, I do like London highs. Whether we get to them or not, We'll see. I really like these highs as like the short term, the low hanging fruit. But yeah, London. I mean, London highs are equal, so I'd absolutely have. I mean, I've got them labeled, so yeah, I don't like that first presented at all. I'm gonna wait for the next one. It just didn't even use it. It went up through the opening range gap, came back down, and like didn't go into the lower half of the opening range gap. So that's making me think continuation higher. Is what that's making me think. I feel like this fair value gap that's going to form here, that's going to be a nicer first presented. Oh, never mind. I'll shut up. Nope, don't like that. Why are all these fair value gaps tiny? What are you doing, NQ? 1 point? How big was that one? Half a point? Why are all these beats so fucking deep? It's not the type of stuff I like to listen to while I'm trading. I like just like a little lo-fi type thing. I mean, that one's bigger than the first one, so... But it also overlaps with this, which I don't like. Weird first presented today. That sounds like I'm in a jazz bar. Nope. Actually, let's skip into that one. Does that one get better? Nope. You know what? Yeah. Let's give it a bit more. Yeah, never mind. Really need like a better music in these streams. It's outrageous. Here comes the buy side. Classic 2022. What's a 4-minute chart look like? I'm trying to see if there was like a better entry. And that 4-minute is even worse of an entry, I think. What was that before? A 1.9? Oh. Maybe the 4, so the 4 was a better entry. Ah, yeah, you're getting a little bit lower. Obviously this would have been ideal, but it didn't even get down there, so you have to kind of get in a bit higher. And just take what you can get in at the lowest possible entry point. Highest possible entry point for long. Do you know one thing about Project X though? You can't have a 4-minute chart on Project X. Weird. I mean, you can have everything else. Well, not everything else, but you can have, like, anything you're going to want, realistically. But yeah, no 4-minute chart. Sad. Not like I use the 4-minute that often. If at all. Okay, we're stopping just below. Is he going to use this as first? I don't like this as first presented. Honestly, I'd prefer this. Oh my god. Why are they all being... Okay, I'll take that. They're all being so small. Ooh. I mean, that's gonna have to... that's what I'd expect. Yeah, Project X, TopStep X, same thing. For like, obviously, TopStep accounts, you use TopStep X, but for every other... for every other prop firm, it's just called Project X. It works the exact same. Literally, you wouldn't tell them apart. Apart from the whatever company you're using it with logo in the top left. That is a horrendous song. Sounds like I'm in a YouTube remix compilation thing. See, there we go. That's what I like to see a first presented get used like. Not even the fact that it like is respecting it, but like the reaction off of it. You see it went up into it and then just ran away from it. Do you know what I want to know? I want to know if ES... I want to compare the first presented fair value gaps on ES and NQ. God, is ES even formed one? See, that's when you know... Yeah, ES hasn't formed one yet. That's when you know it's a rough AM session. Not a rough AM session. ES has moved nowhere. Wow. So unsynchronized. That is technically pre-market high though, by the way. That high there that is swept. I don't think it's going to stop there. I think we go higher if I was putting my money on it. It's also using this fair value gap, so I will mark it out. But I'm not going to call that one first presented today. I prefer that higher one as first presented. Why does it sound like skeletons around? Rattling, rang. Do 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 do. If I was to say get in there, stop loss there, target that high, so 1 to 1.4. Tempting. Kinda tempting. Like European gap is like a tick long, much rather use the 940 candle. Is that the one? Which one have I used? Yeah, 940. Oh, there's the buy side. God damn. I looked down at chat, looked back up, and we're at the buy side. I did use this one, I just don't really like that one. The 936. don't like this one. Not for streams. So equal highs swept. That's a nice liquidity pool as well. Didn't highlight my tool. That's a nice liquidity pool. So is that. And obviously the main one. I'm just going to have the main one highlighted. What did I just click? Oh, my nose is itching. Do. Oh, why is my nose itching so much? Do you know what I need to do? Do you know what I'm going to do? Is I'm gonna find like, surely someone's made like a stream friendly playlist on Spotify or something. Let me go on Spotify right now and search. Because I just like, I don't mind this music, but it's not like exactly what I want. Copyright free lo-fi. Let's try this. No idea if I might get copyright strikes, but I prefer this already. It's not a very long playlist though. Oh, it's volume, okay. There's multiple volumes. Do. It's currently in this. Well, no, it's leaving it. Further I go up, there is this order block here as well. This is just a hard. This is one of them ones where it's like it's going. I don't really want to get in anywhere unless I can protect my stop loss with like three PD arrays. You know. You're going to take a stab at that fair value gap entry? I mean, you have... How many PD arrays do we have there? The best thing about this being on Spotify as well, I don't have to manually continue it. That order block there, this PD array, you could technically say it's a volume imbalance. Well, it is a volume imbalance. Market structure, you have intermediate term low, short term low. First presented. I don't hate the long, it's just the fact that it's just tapped relative equal high buy side, potentially due some sort of a retracement. Big 15-minute fair value gap about to form in 7 minutes. Not saying that that's going to be tapped into, but it could be. It's just not something I like to long, personally. I hate continuation plays. I much rather would catch reversals. 1 hour breaker, kind of. Oh, I see what you mean. This kind of, yeah. There's no swing high break in there is the issue. I'd prefer this as a breaker. I'd prefer that candle to be a breaker on the 15. I knew that box was still there. I'm the same, way more, that emoji is covering your message, way more geared toward reversals, yeah. They just make more sense. I was going to say they're easier, but that's not the correct thing to say. Because to other people, continuations will be easier, but for me it's easier to trade a reversal than it is a continuation. Look how this is pausing at this buy side. How's that music sound on stream? Let me listen back to it. Oh yeah, that sounds good. So much better than it did yesterday when I didn't have like any music coming. It was coming through my microphone from my laptop, not actually playing onto the stream. Which I finally figured out how to fix that. Did ES ever form first presented, by the way? Let's see. That's 9:30. No. No. Yeah, so ES formed it at 9:30, 9:45. Is that volume balance? Nope. So ES is in, okay. Let's jump over to ES. What's ES been doing? See, ES, I want these equal lows. Bearish on ES. So NQ has swept equal highs. ES has formed first presented, potentially breaking below it, and ES has some nice lows to target. Yeah, I'm thinking reversal. Let's have them both open. I'll paper trade ES. Just for the sake of it. I'm going to paper trade it on the basis of using the first presented as an inversion. So I need to close below it. And then come back up to it as a retest. Just like this. So if that retest now, stop loss up at that high. Let's put stop loss up at that high. That makes actually more sense. There we go, filled. Stop loss didn't move. And then we'll just target the low of the day. Since that, like, how far away those equal lows. You know what? We'll target the equal lows. Fuck it. I feel like those equal lows aren't going to be hit until maybe NFP. We'll see. I also want to see the body stay below the midpoint. See, I don't like that at all, obviously. But on a closing basis, I want it to close below the midpoint. This is why we paper trade, folks. On days that are low probability. Okay, so close below. That's okay. What does ES look like on like a 15-minute chart? Let's do a little bit of analysis. Just looks bearish. I don't know what more to say. Look how clean these lows are. And it swept that high overnight. No real smooth areas above. Oh yeah, body, look at that, I don't like that. Body closed in the upper half. It's still closed inside it, but it closed in the upper half, which isn't ideal. It makes me think that might get stopped. Oh. Whenever I do that, it always takes me to the total crypto thing, because I used to look at crypto. Like years and years ago. Now I pay no attention to it, but for some reason that's my default whenever I go to that. Oh, that's gone to, okay, that's why. Yes. Oh god. Oh god, chart's messing up. Pretty sure if I do this and this, and then they'll, yeah, okay, then they move together. It's been a paper trading week, apart from Monday. This week is like so difficult, economic calendar wise. Like I really am just not wanting to trade at all. There you go, stopped out on that paper trade. Ooh. Maybe ES wants some buy side. I'm short on ES, which is weird because I'm long on NQ. Because NQ really doesn't have a lot of stuff to go down for, other than just filling old imbalances. always like to make my things line up. Daily chart looks a mess. Oh, London high is... wait, no, never mind. Do 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 do. Well, this has been a boring 15 minutes. Did you take a stab at that long, Geordie, if you're still in here? Breakout. Still in it, okay. Going for London highs, huh? London highs. I just realised that's not in bold. I want it to be in bold. Why isn't it in bold? Can it be in bold? Guess not. Sticking to the stop, but it's really itching to reduce it at least. Well, follow your rules, Mr. Geordie. Follow your rules. I'm not going to tell you to go break-even or not. This is why I never really trade these days. Like, unless I got in really early, like right before market open. On that 2022. Is it just me, or does it feel like AM sessions recently? I'm going back to look at this AM session from yesterday, although that's not really a good example. I mean, this is Mondays. God, that Monday AM session was horrid, wasn't it? I literally caught the only move there was. But it just feels like AMs recently. Ugh. What did yesterday's move like in the end? So yesterday's had a fair bit of movement, but it was a bunch of chop in the first 30 minutes. And then just sank. Difficult week. 'If anyone's interested, we are right now trading at Tuesday's first presented fair value gap of the PM session. 10:30 to get to, what, London High? Yeah. I think you might get it sooner, to be honest. Right now we're in the new week opening gap, by the way. Let me toggle new week opening gap, actually. Or does it overlap with something? Yeah, it overlaps with that too much. That's annoying. I've got it on my other chart. I can like paper trade this for fun, but nothing in here is like any of the models that I'm trying to trade at the moment, so it's a pretty boring day as far as it's a pretty boring day to be card capital basically. Stop to 1 or 705. Yeah, I'd say you're safe there. I'd say you're safe, Mr. Geordie. At least I hope you'd be safe. Right now I'm looking at my other monitor because I want to see what we're doing around, well, around Tuesday's first presented PM fair value gap and the new week opening gap. If I was going to take any sort of a silver bullet trade, this would be it. Or like around this area to go up to London highs. Oh, I'm so tired. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a paper trade. Based off the 15-second chart. Which I have open with Project X. This buy side liquidity can get deleted. Where's break even? Mr. Geordie. Where is your juicy stop loss now so I can call the market makers up to go and tag it? If we close above, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go long there and put my stop loss at this low. This is based off a new week opening gap, which is not how I'd normally trade at all. This is just kind of reading price action. 720.5. Let me just be right back. I've got to go and just call the market makers and tell them to go and get Geordie's stop loss. I'm so happy with that animation. It's looking like a tasty day to be a Geordie. And by a Geordie, I mean the Geordie. Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about, Mr. Geordie. Right then, it just tapped the new week opening gap high. And that daily BISI high kind of overlaps with, well, it is the same. Is it the same? Yeah, it's the exact same price level. The new week opening gap high is that daily BISI high, the black line on the chart that's on the stream. Do 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 do. Oh. Partial taken out of fear. Well, now I'm gonna make them send it to your take profit. Teach you a lesson for taking a partial out of fear. Have you got the new week opening gap from this week highlighted, Geordie? Because voice break intended. If you whack that on your chart, and you'll see. Let me just. You know what? Let me stop being such a. Oh wait, I need to save that layout. This is what my other monitor looks like. So if I just, how can I hide that position? Let me log out of paper trading. See that new week opening gap high? That's why I entered off. And then this is Tuesday's first presented fair value gap that I was talking about. So that's what my other monitor's like. Get rid of this ES stuff because otherwise it'll just stay there for ages and I'll always forget to delete it. Ah, okay. 5 micros. Is that on a funded account, Jordy? Or is that on an eval? Is it a better question would have been, is it in a funded that's been passed, or is it still an eval? I'm just curious if you're using 5 micros. Well, you're using more than 5 micros. Because like for me at the moment, on my fundeds, I'm not using any more than 1 micro. But mine are 50Ks, so... I think you do you have an instant funded with Tradeify, if I'm correct in speaking? Geordie exposed, he's a Tradeify. Funded eval. That has confused me. So you mean, yeah, you said eval, so. But I don't know if you mean by that it's an eval that's been funded, or if it's still an eval. You've confused me, Geordie. Use 10 micros. Surely that's a funded eval, and it's it's still an evaluation account. Imagine we hit your target right at 10:30. Geordie the wizard. Oh, past it. It's now funded. Oh, damn. You aggressive man. That's a fair bit of dough. Oh, well, that's a pretty good first trade. Take a bow. Yeah, oh my god, 10 micros. Drop the dollar amount, Geordie. Tell him how much money you just made. Must have been a decent wad. Trying to build a buffer, yeah, makes sense. Technically an A+ setup, so I could risk it a little. Well, your risks paid off, Mr. Geordie. Hey, $385. Is it what is it? Is it a 50K or 100? Well, 100K, 150K. Yeah, that's why I don't tend to risk that much, because it's so you could lose the account so easily. With the current it depends on if you've got like a 150K, I'd be less stressed. But on a 50K, yeah, that's a lot more. With 10 micros, I don't know. The thing is, I don't know what your model looks like how big your stop loss is and all that sort of stuff. But on a 50K, I don't risk more than $200 at the maximum. On a Bullinox one, it'd be 250 because you have that extra drawdown. basically whatever 10% of my max drawdown is what I'm risking. Oh, 50k. Damn. I mean, yeah, that's... I'm happy it went your way. Let's just put it that way. Unusual for me too. Never gonna go over it. Yeah, because what was your stop loss on that one, Jordy? You can say because it paid off. You don't have to say it like it got hit. Is a rare occurrence of an A+ setup though. Yeah. Okay, I mean, I do think we go for those equal highs. It's just that I was not a part of it. It is annoying, like I literally outlined in the stream earlier on. The only thing stopping me from taking a 2022 model off that fair value up there, stop loss there, and that would have been like what, 1 to 3.5, 1 to 3.4. That is what my trade would have looked like today if everything was like, if it was a better day. I didn't really want to risk it. I could have risked it on the bull knocks, to be fair, but I don't know. I don't want to force myself to trade environments I'm not comfortable trading in. Like pre-NFP day, right before market open, those two things enough were like hands off. Just watch it. So it's cool that it did go. I didn't look, bro. Oh my god, you didn't look. Yeah, you need. I'm gonna tell off. I'm gonna tell you off. I'm gonna snitch to Mr. Knox. Helping me getting disciplined all of these days. Yeah, he's helping all of us. But yeah, you will. I've seen that you had a little one-to-one call. 3.5. Yeah, that's more than decent. Slow grind up sort of day. Not even that slow of a grind. It's just had. It's been like, what? Consolidate for. It's about 20 minutes. Consolidate for about 20 minutes, then it open, shot up. Nice little rally higher. Consolidate for like what, another 15 minutes. Rally higher, and then this has been like a slow grind up the past 10 minutes. Hey, $900 for the day is insane, Jordy. Well done. Even though you're over leveraged. I would definitely just focus on the fact that it was like a good trade. Now we can hit your take profit, full take profit. Oh, there we go. What did I just say? Oh, with that, Jordy, you're gonna be annoyed at that. That was so funny. Oh, it's not even filled me. That was a nice little new week opening gap. Okay, let me just. There we go. Paper trading is so weird at the moment. I'm just gonna log out because it always will just stay there unless I log out, log back in. There we go. Oh my god, literally, how long after that was since, how long after you got out was that, Jordy? It must have been no longer than like a minute. Oh, Jordy. I feel for you. That's why you don't over leverage, Jordy. Well, actually, we'd have to clean 1k. Yeah, but you made 900, so I was going to say that's why you don't over leverage, but really, like, you wouldn't have had any risk on the table at that point anyway, so only you know why you got out of that. That's why I never, that's one of my rules personally, Geordie. I never manually exit on a funded account especially. Yeah, I never manually exit just because I don't want to have to deal with that. 49 seconds, wow. Lesson learned. Yeah. Definitely a good journal entry for you today, Geordie. Definitely. That is such a clean day. Wow. That's the cleanest pre-NFP day I've ever seen. Previous day's low sweep, run for equal highs. What more can you ask for? That was literally... I'm going to journal that as well today. I need to start journaling again because I really did get out of the habit with it. But that is a very clean pre-NFP day. Like I say, that's my entry right there. If I was to be up in him, ideally down there, but that's the like lowest possible or highest possible entry point, which I would have been in at if I was trading it. Take profit ultimately up there, but that's a partial right there. So realistically, if I was in that on my funded account, it'd have been there because I only would have had one micro. But that's ultimate take profit. Don't tell the lads I did that; they're gonna think I pea sitting down. Oh. We also have these equal highs from yesterday. I was targeting those yesterday. So, they're another nice target. If it wants to, might get that today. It's only, what, another 50? Yeah, it's only another 50 points away. And then we have previous day's high beyond that. Likely the low of the week. Very likely the low of the week. ES just looks so backwards, though. ES literally looks the reverse of NQ. Anyway, that's all I'm going to do today. Every target hit. No money made. Well, on paper we made money, but like I say, I don't like to trade pre-NFP days. Even when they're clean like that, because most of the time they aren't. Ugh. But I appreciate you coming and hanging out. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. I feel like I'll do a Discord voice call tomorrow. Post NFP Discord voice call. It's been a very weird week. The days I've expected not to be good have been good. Like today I wouldn't have expected to be good. I would have expected chop today. Whereas like Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday I expected to be tough because Fed Chair Powell, but Monday I'd expected to be better than it was. I mean, I found a very good setup on Monday, but yeah, it didn't really do much after that. But it was enough. But in general, wasn't a very easy day. Whereas today was very nice. They're my favorite 2022s as well. Previous day low sweep. Oof. Previous day low or previous week's low sweep. Very nice. But yeah, that's all from me today, boys. I'm gonna go run off and go and tell I can't speak. Tell Geordie off. I'm gonna go snitch to Mr. Knox. But I will maybe stream tomorrow. If I don't, I'll be in the Discord. So you know where to find me, basically. But yeah, I'll catch you boys later. Thanks.